pause you here just because of our time. So let's come back together for a second. What are some big events that were happening in this chapter? I know not everybody finished, but it looks like you're almost done. What are some big things were happening between Trevor and Asha? What did you find out?
Starting to bond.
What do you mean by that?
Signs they're starting to like they're starting to like each other, like they're getting used to each other.
Good. And I know Anir and I were reading, actually it was Reagan and I were reading about how Trevor was helping Asha, and what was he doing with her?
Feeding her the milk.
Yeah, do we think that that bond is being stronger because he's helping feed the elephant and he's taking care of her? Good. So we want to make sure when you're going back to write your summaries that you have those most important events, and then you've got those 2 extra questions you can work on when you're back at your seats, okay? Any questions I can answer? Okay, you guys.
Now let's think about the main idea, okay? We have our key details. We have, can I use yours, Bojana? We have that deers live in the Everglades. We have that panthers live in the Everglades. We have that manatees live in the Everglades. We have that mangrove trees live in the Everglades. So we learned all about the trees and the plants and the animals that live in the Everglades. What about them did we learn? Is there...
Animals and plants. Animals.
We learned about animals and plants, okay?
Where they live, what they need to live.
That they live there. Are there a lot of them, or are there not a lot of them?
No.
We have different kinds of animals and different kinds of
Plants.
plants or trees. So what could my main idea be?
Appetite.
I want you to write it down in the middle. What could your main idea be? We learned all about the plants and the animals. We learned that there are different kinds of plants and animals. So let's put that together to make our main idea. So we did our main idea. Woohoo! Now I'm going to give you a question to answer at your seat about what you just read. Okay? You are going to circle your answer. You're going to circle your answer and then keep it in your folder. Sound good?
All right, good job today, friends. I was able to check in with some of you and your summaries. All right, so remember, you're thinking about how, if I only were given that box, can I put that paragraph, that summary, into that box? I don't want you to write more than that, right? Summary is just the most important events. What did my character want? What is the problem in the story? How did they try to solve it? And then how did it end? Can we condense it to smaller, okay? All right, tomorrow we will continue. Yes, we'll talk more about character traits tomorrow. Good job. You can finish your summary if you didn't get to it. Tomorrow we'll start character traits, okay?
All right. Your job for today, during your next station, is you are going to read all about... Zena, can I borrow your book? Thank you, hon. You're going to read about Neil when he was young, okay? So we're only going to read until page 11. So maybe you put your Post-it note in page 11. I want you to go back to your seat. You can reread that part. You are going to teach me about what is important to know about Neil Armstrong when he was young. So we all know our main topic, right? Who or what is the book all about? Who's our main topic? Neil Armstrong. So guess what we're all going to put here? Neil Armstrong. As you are rereading the beginning of the book about young Neil, you are going to tell me 3 key details about his life when he was young. Thumbs up if that makes sense. Who can tell me what you're going